Almost got the applause until I came on stage. Almost. Thank you, thank you. Guys, keep it going for Gigi. She's doing a great job hosting. And all the other comedians, they've been great. You guys have been great. Appreciate you guys coming, hanging out with us tonight in Busboys shorts. And so let's get into it, guys. Anybody here like driving when it's raining out? I got a couple guesses. What's your reason, sir? You were the only one that said yeah. Are you lying to me? Is this?
I can't see when it's raining, so.
And that's good. Okay. I hope none of you are driving home with him tonight. Just saying that. No, the reason I really like driving in the rain, similar reason, it's very safe for me. Because it's the only time that the cops can't see my expired inspection sticker. Should have got that renewed, guys. I should have. No, actually, the other day, this was complete crap. I was at a venue that's like 2 stoplights away from my house, and I got pulled over on the way home. But I will say I was a little bit lucky, maybe, 4-leaf clover or something. I got off with just a warning shot. All right. I don't know if that joke is too dark or I'm not dark enough. I'm not sure. Okay, we're gonna bring it back to me, guys. I'm getting banned from this room tonight. All right, back to me, guys. I'm in this weird stage of weight gain right now, where like no matter what shirt I pick from my wardrobe, everybody can always see my nipples. But I want you to know it's like an even playing field, because like my nipples can see you too, so it's a back and forth. I recently went to a new doctor because I finally got new insurance, and it was the first time I'd seen this woman. Sits me down, measures me, and then, first time upon having a conversation with this woman, she goes, "Allan, I just have to tell you something. You right now, according to BMI, you're technically obese." Pretty hurtful thing, right? I don't even know this woman. So I had to quickly, spout back something. I was like, "Well, Dr. Ambar, you looked a lot prettier in your WebMD profile picture." Like, how does this woman expect me to be honest about things like my STD history if she's not going to authentically represent who she is? I don't know how many brands of makeup she was. That was 10 years ago. I don't know. Get a new picture. Had another gaffe happen while I was at the doctor, going through my family history, right? Family history isn't too great. I was walking through it. I was like, oh yeah, my dad had heart disease. My dad's dad had heart disease. My mom has type 1 diabetes. My mom's mom has type 2 diabetes. My aunt has breast cancer. She was like, "Oh, your aunt, breast cancer, which side?" And I was like, "I think the right one?" Now, I know some of you think I'm a horrible person for that joke, but I do want to let you know that because of my aunt, I actually donate money every year to the National Breast Cancer Coalition. Yeah, clap it up. It's a one-time-a-year payment, so technically it's a lump sum. You guys are cool. We were talking about online dating a little bit earlier. Like now everybody's on it, right? My mom is on the online date, my mom's on the online date, but I remember like the early days when it was just me. Right? And like people I knew were always giving me crap for it. They were like, "Allan, I can't believe you would judge someone based off of a picture." Right? And I was like trying to figure out what these people were doing. Were they just going around judging people like blindly just based off of interests? Right? Were they just like walking into a bar on a Friday night just like, "Does anyone here listen to NPR? I really care about environmental and economic sustainability. I'm a Sagittarius, so fuck no Scorpios, all right?" Somebody got triggered by fuck no Scorpios. One of the things about online dating that was hard though, was like as I was going through it, I was also losing my hair. And then I had to give up my favorite thing in the world, tall women. Right, because they would know, thank you for the applause, they would know, right? They would know the backball and they would see what was going on, but like me, being 6'2", I could date like a 5'2" girl for like 8 months, she would have no idea. Right, I'm very strategic in how I move, I'll just like crab walk to the bar, to the bathroom, she'll have no idea. Until there's that like first time where I'm like going down on her and it's the daytime. Right, and it's just that moment of like pleasure and disappointment at the same time. And like I could just never tell if like, you know, she was putting my hand on my head because she loved it or covering the bald spot, guys. I don't know. It is a tough time to be a bald white man. I think we can all agree with that. Yeah? Thanks for the applause. No, like right now it's tough because like this is a liberal area. I live in a liberal area and like people just assume by looking at me that I support the alt-right movement. Which isn't completely off base, guys, because I do actually blame the Jews for like everything. But that's because they're my parents. It's a little different. That's like 2 very specific Jews, not like all of the Jews, right? It's not completely right, actually. I forgot my uncle, my cousin, my grandma. It's like 5.5 just manipulative, neurotic Jews that just screwed this guy up, man. It happens. My cousin and I are very different, right? He's like this smaller guy. He's kind of a bully, a big ball of energy, always bouncing off the walls, doing crazy stuff, getting into trouble. And I'm this, right? Very different. How's that saying go? Like, I just don't think we're cut from the same rabbi. It's a circumcision joke, in case you didn't pick that up. Snip, snip. Mom and I are having an awkward conversation, talking about death and whatnot, and she told me, for the first time, she told me that when she dies, she wants to be cremated. But see, guys, as Jews, like, we believe that we've already met our cremation quota. You can moan, but that's a great joke. Sorry, I'm checking my text messages right now. We'll talk about some more of my family, right? My grandma's an interesting lady. Right now she lives in this really fun retirement community called Century Village. Any extended family living there? No? All right. They're gonna want to, guys. Right now, Century Village is doing this really fun campaign that if you live to be 100 years old, you get a free t-shirt. Yeah, on it says West Palm Beach, The Walking Dead. And on the back, The Rolling Dead. Equal opportunity down there in Southern Florida, guys. While I was down there, though, I started feeling actually much more optimistic about getting older. Which is not what you would expect. But these people were hanging out, you know, every morning, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., just co-ed parties, just living it up, right? Like, it pretty much reminded me of my college experience, but they're just on, like, much better drugs. Right, like weed and cocaine, those are pretty cool, right? But have you ever popped tramadol in the middle of the day before? Chased it down with like a vodka prune juice? I've never shit myself in the pool before and felt so amazing, guys. It was awesome. All right. Thank you. As I mentioned, my grandma is single because, you know, men don't live that long. It's just how it is. But being the good grandson I am, actually, I got her on the dating apps for the elderly. I don't know if you guys have heard of this one. It's called Our Time Is Running Out. And it was pretty awesome, guys. Thanks to me, my grandma went on her first date in like 20, 25 years. You know, she went out, she met this very nice man named Sam. They caught the early bird special. Went back to her place, few rounds of mahjong, that's it, nothing else happened. I wanted to make sure Sam was a good guy. I was down there, right? Wanted to make sure maybe grandpa, I don't know. We'll see. Right? But then like your typical dating experience, my grandma never heard from Sam again. Sam died the next morning. I know, guys, grandma literally got ghosted on that one. All right, I'm Allan Sidley. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you. Good night.